Okay, hello everybody. Log in. So, / help. Actually, it would be. It already has a backslash there. CLS. Help. Date? No. Who? Okay. Root. No. I used to go to school for this kind of stuff, and way back in the day, I would have been much better at it than I am now. Command prompt commands. Let's see. Let me see. Sure, this will have some basic ones. Break, calcs, call, cd. CHDIR. Is there something about directory? dir. cd. Okay. Bin? cd. Bin? Ah. Haha. Login a Mason. Nah, closer. Bin. No. Change directory, that's what it is. Bin. Okay, cd CIA? No. cd a Mason. Okay. cd home. Who? Alright. R login Dreamland. cd Dreamland. I thought it was something like Dreamland, no? I'm really going into this blind, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. Hold on. What was it? LS? A Mason. R login. Amazon. What was R login KGB? CD. Gamer guy Ev, what's up? How we doing today, boy? What's up? CD root? No, there's. How would I get a list of directories? LSDIR? Okay. Okay. LS. Ah! Here we go. Okay. We're getting somewhere, Ev. Let's see. What do we want? What is this? CD WSH BRNGR. Who? LS. Nothing, huh? Huh. Login. A Mason. Hey, Gamer Guy Av, give me some commands to try here. Cat? I forget what cat is. Isn't it like contents or something? Help. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Remote system. Ah, man. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. What if I did debug? What What was it? It was debug. No. Who? Okay. Bin. CD. So what is this? I don't understand. What is Washbringer? Is that what it stands for? Washbringer? What is exit? Ah, okay. CD Washbringer. LS. Who? CD bin Washbringer A Mason. LS. Okay. I mean, pretty sure this is where we were, but that's fine. Phobos. Nope. Exit. 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 No! Home. Bring me home. CD bin. CLS. Okay. Woo. We're good. Help LS. Okay. Cutthroats. Did I spell it right? Yes. Jeez, we're still... I don't like it. I don't like it. R login LS. R login KGB. R login help. Okay, I can't even spell help. It's been such a long freaking time. What dir? Directories. CD slash CD. CD. There was a way to bring it all the way back. CD CIA. Like, change directories to the root. Son of a gun. What about version? Nope. Oh, wasn't it? I don't remember. I don't remember a lot of things. Wrong one anyway, so it doesn't really matter. all bad. It's all bad. Ah! Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Okay. It's just gonna be Mason, yeah. Bin. How did it? Was it CD space slash? Yeah, how do I get there, Jacob? R login Dreamland? MJ12. CD server 12? And then where do I go from here? What would the password be? Oh, I see what you're saying. Control plus. Wait. Control. Do you mean actually press Control plus on keyboard? Okay. That's what I'm doing, I swear. Control and C. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, wait, nope, I'm retarded. Hold on. Wait, nope, I'm stupid. I can't click on the game. Our login. Dreamland. Sorry, I missed. Yes. I see that now. I see what you mean. I'm using Streamlabs to read chat, and the chat window where it pops up whatever what people are saying was cutting off the letter C, so I was seeing Control plus. I'm sorry. All right, Control C. There we go. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm really, really stupid. Okay. All right. /who/ls. Yeah, I've been running automatic streams trying to do War Dialer because I really want to figure out what that War Dialer is for. There's too much there for that to just be a secret Easter egg. /home. CD. Oh, right. There it goes. /ls. No. Home. Where do I go from here, Jacob? Oh, wait. I'll be patient. I used to love doing this stuff in college, and now I don't use it, and if you don't use it, you lose it, and I want to get it back. I want to learn how to do this stuff again. Oh, here we go. Okay. T. Walker, V. Bush, LS. Yeah, okay. R. Oppen for Robert Oppenheimer. Does that have to do with Barbenheimer? Barbie? Yeah, I went to school for IT, and I don't work in IT for the last 3 years after I graduated. So now I can really just kind of choose what I want. So I can do, let's see. Change directory, R often. And then ls. What do we got here? Who? What is the key combination to look at files? I don't think it's ls, is it? I thought there was another command that pulls up the files underneath the user. Nope, wait. gotta become a hacker again. ls is to list all file contents in a folder. Meaning we don't see any contents in that folder. Okay. Alright, so that is what that is. Okay. Sorry, I'm also reading a website talking about command prompt. It's been a while. We would need to log into those user accounts to see the contents in the folder due to permissions like a Windows machine. Okay. Okay, I got you, but are we not... like, I'm in the... oh, hold on. The operating system is based off a Linux machine. Oh! Okay, that would also help explain why I'm so lost, because I never used Linux. I only used it for probably 4 months in college, which was not enough time to explore, obviously. Okay. So that's what that is. Because I don't know commands very well, let alone on an operating system I'm not familiar with, obviously. Isn't DIR? No. Alright. Where can I go from here? Because, I mean... I got Dreamland, okay? Bin. CD bin. Oh, hey. There's stuff here. I'm doing something! Alicia. Nothing here. Actually, I could have just looked up. That's fine. CD foobar. There's extra stuff slash bin in Dreamland. Yeah. Yeah. Mail. Oh, no kidding. Okay. That would help explain it. Like, I'm going through all these. I'm doing... I mean, I feel like I shouldn't be doing LS much today. I feel like I'm obsessive about that. But is there any other way to see the contents in any of these paths? Or else you just do this. Help. No. That doesn't help. Alright, let's do CD bin CLS. Let's start clear. Start clear. DevOps Arcade, DIR, decode. I can't. What? I can change directory to change directory? I have seen the movie War Games. I haven't seen it in many years, but I did. I know that you have the war dialer in there and other stuff, and I know that he does a lot of commands in it. It's just been a very long time since I've seen it. But I have seen it. In the game, a kid uses the war dialer program to dial a gaming company he wants to look into. Yeah. We come back here, and trust me, I'm very familiar with this screen. I just don't know what to input into that is the issue. Oh! What? No. was T. Walker and V. Bush. Nothing. Okay. If we go through the games in Terminal, they all are produced by a company called Infocore, which was later purchased by Activision. The company was made at MIT. No kidding. I didn't know that. Really? So what I'm hearing is we need to call Infocore. Which, would that be a real... Are you saying that was a real company? Well, Infocore Group is a real-world financial institution. Yeah. So should we call Infocore? I mean, it doesn't hurt, right? It was a real company that was purchased by Activision. Yeah. Yeah. I see what you mean. So let's do this. Infocore Games. Look at this, huh? Wow. Yeah, I found a website. Yeah, Ender Andrew. Infocom. I'm seeing Infocom. You don't think. No. Infocom, yeah, no problem. Alright, I figured I'd give it a shot. Infocom Wikipedia, here we are. Yeah, no worries, Jake. Funny, my name's Jake. Let's do Infocom phone number. Alright, this doesn't help. Yellow pages. Surveillance company we want to look into and have to war dial info. Problem is there's no phone number on dial for them. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. This wouldn't be the same thing, would it? No. Yeah, that's not Uganda. Yeah, that's not even what do you call it? Wait a minute, Infocom. It looks like there is currently a company called Infocom. I think it's in the Philippines though. And there's also no phone number. Call of Duty players on Psycho. We just look into stuff that's random like this. Infocom Games 80s phone number. Wait a minute. Maine. Links, games, buy, about. Hold on. I found a website here. That might be nothing. Word of advice to everybody out there watching this. Don't click on random links and start clicking around like I am. Very bad. Need to start a massive spreadsheet of what numbers have been tried on and word out. You're right, we really should. That is a very good point. Oh shoot, they were from Massachusetts. I live in that state. You know what? 55 Wheeler Street, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Let me look that up from the 80s. 1980s, 55 Wheeler Street, Bridge, MA. Oh, nowadays looks like something called the Laurent. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's not possible. No, see, that's not. Yeah, this isn't going to be helpful. I found a website with old advertisements for these games, but no phone number on any of these ads. Yeah, no kidding. Jason Blundell. Oh, man. Man. I miss him. I really, really do. Like, really miss him. He was awesome. Wow, Zork 2 had 640 words. Jeez. Infocom guest book? What is this? Oh, this is sweet. This person online is saying DOSBox. I may as well. Yeah, no. Okay. Didn't think I was gonna do anything, but why not? This website has like everything except a phone number, and it's killing me. Buy things. Authors. All right, I got off the reservation. Infocom games phone number contact. Yeah. You don't... wait a minute. You don't think... Here's the issue. If I type in T-Tone, it's glitched in the game, so you can't exit it. I'll have to exit the campaign and come back in. But I'm happy to do that. But if we go here, right, and we go to the blue dual tone. Thing is, I don't know. Yeah, see, I think we're officially stuck here, but that's fine. While we're here, we might as well. Okay. Oh man, this is all sorts of Control C. Dude. Jake, you are the man. You're the man. Thank you. All right, so I can use this with confidence. All right. Thank you. Is this supposed to um mail? Oh, I'm in the tone generator. Can I do anything here? Wait a minute. Does that mean? Hold on. No, it doesn't. Okay, I can't do this with the war dialer. Can I do anything on tone generator by chance? Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. CD, LS, CD, bin. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything here. That's just that's hilarious. Okay. Control C, Control C. Let's do R login Dreamland. Control C. Isn't there a KGB system? I don't know why I thought there was. Anyway. So then, let's do this. Control C. Tone generator. CD back to home and log in as a Mason. Pull up his mail. Yeah. Alright. R login. CIA. Control C. Control, nope. CD space slash. And then CD A Mason. How do I do this? Yeah, I saw that Reddit post. Who? CD A Mason. Insufficient permissions. How do I do this? Teach me, O wise one. Which is this? Clear. CD. Oh, I'm forgetting to slash. Thank. Nope. Log in and type A Mason. Unknown system. What did I do here? How did I screw up this badly? Who? Name. A Mason. CD. Let me just do this. Help. The Beast Within Gaming. What's up? What's up, Mr. Mr. Beast Within? CD/CIA. Okay. Yeah, I'm here. And then login A Mason. CIA slash home. Home. Hold on. CD home. Login. Slash login? Sorry, slash. Login slash a Mason. Rename CD slash a Mason. No. I have a better idea. Hold on. I have a better idea. Because I am a little inept. Just a little inept. Ah! Copyright! Copyright! You can't hear me. You can't hear the music, I mean. Why do I have music playing? I'm not saying that I am getting paid. I'm not getting paid, and therefore the copyright doesn't matter, but I also don't want to deal with any copyright strikes because right now I'm doing really good with the watch hours. I'm trying to get paid, man. It's difficult when you not getting paid on YouTube because I can't just spend time making videos. Okay, we're good.
It's about time. Been waiting for your call.
They caused a hell of a mess in Moscow. Was it worth it?
Adler managed.
Skip. Okay. Alright, we're good. Thank you, Beast Within. I appreciate that. And huge shout out to Jacob Williams for putting in a lot of brain power into a empty skull. Okay. Okay, there we go. I hacked in. I made Mason. Mail. Okay. Woo! PsyOp. Okay. I am your system administrator. You can call me PsyOp. Does PsyOp have a that means a lot, Mr. Beast Within. Thank you. What is this? Hello, welcome to the future. I'm your system administrator. You can call me SysOp, root, or admin. The device you see before is called a personal computer PC. That's funny. With recent advancements in technology, we've been able to shrink computers down from hulking building-sized pieces of equipment to this compact size. Now everyone with the power of a computer on their very own desk is state-of-the-art. It's 8-bit CPU, 64K of volatile RAM, and 16 color. Wow. I know it sounds confusing, but trust me, this is a powerful machine. Since you probably never used a computer before, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of some of the tasks you can perform. Electronic mail, email. Since you're reading this message, you've already discovered the basics of how you read your email. Keep an eye out for system notifications when you log in that alert you to new email that arrived. Word processing. Computer's a really good typewriter. Research. You can perform research with your computer. Use your modem to connect to other... It even says it in the email! It says it in the email! Right there! Use your modem to connect to other computers! That is literally the war dialer. There is more... I don't care what anybody says. The war dialer has unsolved Easter eggs. I mean, I get it, right? That probably also could be a reference to our login so you can log into other systems. But I'm telling you, that is proof. Anyway. Make airline reservations, do your banking, and search online data systems for information. I'll send you emails for some modem utilities I've installed. Or you can, yeah. Games, I still remember my first game of tic-tac-toe, yada yada. Okay. It's in the box marked heavy. Technical manuals. Along with your computer, I provide you with the full 34-volume set of technical manuals. If you have questions, I'm sure those will contain. So you'll find them in a collection of 3-ring binders included in the shipped materials. It's in the box marked heavy. What I've seen, I've done some digging on the war dialer. Dear, basically, please change your password to yours because I haven't done a formal study, but 1234 seems like a really easy password to guess. SysOp. That's funny. Do I have a Discord? I do. It should be in the description here. I don't use it a whole lot personally. I mean, I used to, but my job at work is tough. MFTP dialers and T-tone generators. Yeah, it's a little tough when I have the job that I have with the hours that I work, but I do have a Discord. It's in the description of this live stream. There was one post. Yeah, so, I mean, it does say done. But, like, if I just do this alone, right? Actually, hold on. 0002. So watch. Oh, come on. Stop. I'm going to hit enter. Done. So all that means is it's run through the parameters you set between line start and line end. That's all that means. Type in 3arc and press enter. It doesn't say it's a wrong command. Oh. Interesting. I wonder about if I do that on Dreamland. R login Dreamland. CAA/home/A Mason. CD 3arc. /3arc? I guess so that is. CD 3arc. No. But 3arc as a command itself. It doesn't like that, but it does like 3arc. Fascinating. Can't you... Is it that? Invalid path, file not found. Hmm. Dude. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've done it again. Oh, unless I can just do, can I just do this? R login, CIA, A Mason, Control C. Sorry, I was out of sync. Death. Want to join Discord and talk about T-Tone? Yeah, I do. That's okay. No worries, Jacob. I do have a Discord in the description. Actually, I think I see what you're saying. Yeah, if you join the Discord in the description of this live stream, I have a I do have a voice chat that we can join if you'd like. It should be. It should be in the description here. Let me see. Cold War is very fun. It's one of my favorite it is my favorite modern Call of Duty. To put it bluntly. There we go. Yeah, you're in. Okay, I see. I see. Do I have voice channels? Let's do this. Let me pull up Discord here. Let me add you as a friend. Be aware, if you ever try to text me, I am not good at responding. All right. Hello, hello.
Hello there.
Hey, Duff. Okay. So, I have been looking into this for like the last week, and this is pretty much all I've been investing my time into.
Okay. Yeah, I know the feeling. I've done like 2 64-hour live streams on War Dialer. I've just let it run while I'm at work, asleep, just seeing if anything clicks, and I have yet to hit anything. And I was using a few Reddit posts on that I found that just listed numbers after numbers after numbers by this guy. I think it was like a jab or something, and it just I tried every combination I could think of and nothing worked. So I know what you mean, but I didn't go past a War Dialer as a thing.
Yeah. So the in the mail it talks about, and I know that a lot of people have mentioned this, but there's only one Reddit post on it from like the past 4 years. There is a email that mentions like using the computer and talking about how to access stuff, and one of the things that it mentions is a box labeled heavy with all of the instructions on how to use the terminal, but I don't think we as a community have actually found that yet, and I have not been able to find it at all in the game.
I saw that email that you were talking about. That was in Mason's mail, because it said it at the bottom. Yeah. Which...
Yeah. So I don't know where it would be at. Now, my girlfriend even you mentioned maybe it's a file of the game, and we're supposed to look into an actual game container. Like, I know there's been
Okay.
instances where like content and Easter eggs have been hidden into the files of the game themselves rather
Yeah.
than actually in the game. But I'm not sure.
I mean, my only problem there is I don't know how to decompile games. That's not something I've ever done before. I mean,
Yeah.
would it be
So
as easy as just looking like opening up the location on my computer and then just going through files?
so I ended up going through all the files, but I couldn't
Oh,
actually end
okay.
up finding anything. I don't know if there's anything encrypted in the actual files of the game or not, but I think what Black Ops Cold War does is use like an online library where it contacts like Activision servers, and then um, your computer like does a back and forth communication of game information, so that way data miners can't get information from the game.
Ah, okay.
Um, so I don't know if that's what's going on, but for the blue box tone generator and the DTMF
Yes.
generator, I think we may actually have to like hear a phone dial in the game and then use the sound generators to see if we can match a sound to a phone number and then put that phone number into the terminal
I had
for
thought
war
of
dial.
that, but the only problem is A, where would we even start to look? And B, if it is an audio file, then we run into the same problem with finding the heavy. If it is a game file, is it's probably not accessible, which then just means you have to
Right.
find it. But where would that be?
So I've been replaying through the campaign like crazy, and I couldn't find um, very many instances of like a whole phone number, but I could find instances where there was like an area code of some sorts. I've been going through like the map and the. Do you know that mission where you go to like the KGB headquarters as Bell and
Yes.
you're like going? There's a bunch of phone numbers that can be found in like the administrative offices, and I haven't gone through all of them. I was actually trying to go through them last night, but I didn't get all the way through them. I
Hmm.
think I had the numbers written down though.
I mean, if you have the numbers, we could definitely go through them.
But so I just did like a quick
You can ask
calculation
me.
on to do all of the phone numbers. So there's 10 digits for the phone numbers, and I don't think the community really understands how long it would take to go through all these.
A
Because
very long time.
so to calculate all of the numbers that you'd have to go through, you'd have to do the number factorial. So if I have, say, 5 books on a shelf, and I want every instance where those 5 books can be arranged in any different order, you would take that number five, the quantity. So you do 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, and that would get all your combinations. So if you have 10 digits and the last digit is 99999, 10 nines, you would have to do that. So you'd have to do 10 nines times, you would
Jeez.
basically have to
Jeez.
take factorial number. And I did the math. If you can get, if you, that number wasn't as high and you basically could do one number every 10 seconds, it would take you somewhat close to like 10 plus years to go through the whole list.
Jeez.
If you're just, yeah. So I don't think we're going to be able to brute force it in any
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
And the number is somewhere in the game. I just haven't found it yet. But let me see.
You know, I just remember.
So
So a while back, um, like a long while back, I had gone through. I need to turn this music off. I had found. I want to say I heard phone numbers being played in the back of a multiplayer map. I'm
do you know
sorry.
what
I
do you
got
know what map?
there. It is. Okay. Yeah, it's the KGB one. It was the arena. And I was able to hear it by where is it? Where is it? Barracks, store. No. Weapons operators. Where is private matches? Custom games. Here we go. All right. Play, change map. Which map was it? Yeah, the map told KGB because in theater mode, I was flying around the map, and I swear, if I remember correctly, I was able to hear it.
Hear a phone number
Yeah,
or hear like a
the
dial
the
tone.
dialing. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm wondering if we have to do is maybe we have to record a dial tone and then play it back
Mm-hmm.
and then try and like match the tone to a number. Because if you go into like if you look up like how dial tones are created, what they do is they take a like a frequency and every frequency is associated to a different number. So like every number has a different frequency. So there's a way to match a sound to a specific number. And this is kind of what happened way back in the day during like the 80s and the 90s. You'd hear of instances where people were able to like hack the um, public call phones, like the what are those called? Payphones.
Yes.
How
Okay.
they would be able they'd be able to play a specific sound near the phone, or play a specific frequency into the phone, and it would allow them to dial for free without having to pay anything.
Oh.
Ju
Okay.
just because the phone was detecting that like a payment was made, or you could like dial a long distance number without paying, because it would detect, hey, this frequency went through, and that frequency was made by paying
Gunfight.
the pay phone. Um, so
You're our last man.
that is
Heads
how
down.
the
Time
numbers
to
are
work.
actually made. So maybe we have to match frequencies to a phone number and then put that phone number into the word dialer.
That would
I kind of
honestly
find it
make
hard to
sense.
I'd find it hard to believe that, you know, Activision would put such a large Easter egg like war dialer into the game, and give us no hints as to what the number would be, because it would take us years to figure out what the
Oh,
number would be
absolutely.
if it
Yeah.
was one person. So I don't know. We've probably got to look for tones around the map, sounds, to see if we can play it back or get a uh, like associate a number to a sound.
Okay.
That's the only thing I could really think of. Um,
I like it.
and then like I was going through all the subreddits and stuff, and there's like no. If you look up War Dial, there's like one subreddit from 4 years ago, and that's pretty much it. So
Which,
like
yeah.
it's just weird that like the communication cut off. It's not like Black Ops 1 where the whole community was really invested. It's
Right.
just I think with Call of Duty probably going downhill the last couple of years, that you know the code breaking community isn't as nearly invested, which is kind of sad. But
I honestly agree. Yeah.
now what I really want Jason Blundell to come back, and I, I know the guy that Kevin Drew worked closely with Jason Blundell, and I think that maybe some of Jason's ideas kind of played into the Easter eggs in this game.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I don't know if Kevin Drew would give us any information. I know Milo reached out to him about the whole, you know, ARG thing, but
Yep.
like, but other than him just saying, you know, am I really who I say I am? He didn't give us any other context.
Yeah.
So I don't. Have we heard anything? Have you been keeping up on the Milo stuff?
Not as much as I probably should be, but only because when I see that, I'm glad that that's all going down because it's bringing attention to forgotten stuff in this game. But at the same time, I feel like, as far as the war dialer goes, at the very least, the only thing that was related, from what I'm aware of, is that, in my opinion, fake screen talking about the error message, giving that URL title. So other than that, after I saw that, I kind of stopped following it.
Yeah. So I know that it was giving us a lot of information for like a possible Easter egg to go after. But the guy who ended up saying that, he found this Easter egg and it was giving a email address, there's no, the guy never provided any numbers for what he dialed. He just said he dialed a really high number,
Yeah.
and then he got that. So for me to think it would be a really high number, probably the number would be over 500 for the prefix, or I guess area code.
Yeah, okay.
He just said he dialed a really high number. So my guess is it's going to be anything 500 and up. And if you go online and look up like common phone area code, like area code 000 is not an actual area code, I believe.
Right.
It's like a I don't know if it's like a maintenance line or what it is, but I'm gonna assume that certain like area codes we can count out entirely, so that would save us some time. So I don't think like 000 will be used. And I'm guessing like 999 won't be used. But
Right.
even then, I don't know how much we can limit it down.
Right, and I mean that's
But
even
I'm
like that even touches, not to interrupt, but that even touches a little bit of like the 555 thing, where Hollywood just uses 555. I think it's the exchange, because that's not that'll never be a valid number. And I don't know if it's because they had struck a deal, if I remember correctly, or what. But there's just no. It's either the area
number
code or exchange.
associated to it.
Yeah, exactly. So whenever you see like in Better Call Saul, for example, there's a lot of billboards with the number 555. It will never
Right.
be a valid number because of the way that it all worked out.
So I don't know. I was trying to find or create a list of old um, area codes that were used in the 80s because I don't know. It doesn't specify in game whether we have to use like the 80s area codes or the like current day area codes because they have changed.
Yep.
United States area codes have increased and separated out. But I think there was a map somewhere that the community should probably share around, but I think there was a map of area codes in the 80s for all like major states and stuff. Area code. I'm looking it up right now.
Interesting. I mean, like, I'm even running through the KGB map, and first thing you're met with, 344-900-5962. I mean, I'll definitely try that, but in this case, for example, this is KGB, so it's Russian, and the, what do you call that? The number that goes in front of the phone number? It's the 1?
So that is the country prefix. So like
Right.
plus one would be America, and then every other country has their own prefix. Now, if you go into War Dialer, it already has like #1
Yeah.
inserted into the War Dialer. So I'm guessing we're supposed to be dialing an American number,
Right.
which is interesting. That we would be contacting an American number for information in the War Dialer. I mean, the whole idea of it just seems odd. I feel like as Bell being a Russian, we would be trying to contact the Russians, not an American.
Whoa. Spoiler about the campaign. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. If you haven't
yeah.
played it by now, about 4 years too late. But
and that's
spoilers.
why when I first looked at this, I made a short about either 11 months ago or 2 years ago, roughly. And in it, I was looking at it, and when I made it, after I posted, I was thinking, there's one thing that I don't know, and please tell me if I'm wrong here, but you know the KGB computer in the back of the safe house?
The one with all of like the communication between Hudson and his boss and
Yes.
stuff, and the profiles. Yes, I know that
Okay.
one.
The sleeper agents. We never use that, do we, in the campaign?
So there is a mission with the sleeper agents where
Is there?
there
Okay.
are there's 3 pieces of intel that you have to acquire in different missions. And once you acquire all of the intel, you go and kill their like handler, like who's in charge of them, but you never actually end up killing any of the sleeper agents. One of the sleeper agents dies because he's one of the scientists that is working on like the atomic, like one of the bombs, and he gets killed. But the other 2 sleeper agents still should be alive, and they do have locations assigned to where they've been in the world at the time. if you actually go up onto the evidence board, I'm in the safe house right now. I could go up to it right now. There's two not handlers. There's two sleeper agents that are still alive. Let me review the suspects. There's the guy named Harvey Spray, Aaron Lee, and Calvin Dunn. You don't really kill any of them, but you do kill their handler. What was his name? I have him pulled right up, but I don't see the name. Oh, Major Vadim Rudnick is their handler. But other than us going to the mission and killing their handler, we don't really do anything with the sleeper agents. So I'm going to assume that the sleeper agents are still alive.
Right.
And another interesting thing to point out, and I don't know, this may be an account on the Dreamland server. If you go over to that terminal that you were talking about, the KGB one, there are 2 users that are in the terminal for emailing back and forth with Jason Hudson, and those users are E Black, which we can assume is Hudson's boss, because he's communicating with Hudson in like an administrative tone where he's like, if Bell is not working out, get rid of him. So we can assume that E Black is Hudson's boss, so that may be an account on the machine. And E Black would be high up in the CIA because he's telling Hudson what to do with Bell.
Right.
And then there's another account called Hardball, like literally just hard and ball, all one word. And we don't really know who that is per se. There's only one email from this person named Hardball, and there's not much information in the email, but he's talking about Jason Hudson and stuff, and he's talking about CIA related information. So that's kind of another mysterious account, but E Black should be another account on the machine. So we have R Oppen, V Bush, which would be the vice president at the time of this game. And then T Walker. T Walker is actually, have you played Call of Duty Ghosts?
Yes.
Walker is the guy with the ghost mask.
I never put 2 and 2 together. No kidding.
Yeah, T Walker is the guy with the ghost mask on the front page.
Wow.
So I don't know what T Walker would be involved with, because he's not really from this game and we don't see him in the game at all, but he's another account on the machine. But V Bush and R Oppen were both in Black Ops 1, and both of their Black Ops 1 terminal passwords don't work.
Right.
So they changed their password, but I don't know what it would be. I don't know if there's anyone out there that's trying to brute force the passwords, or if they have a way of running a program on top of Cold War to just keep trying passwords. But I wonder if there's someone out in the community that could do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems like the community's kind of died out.
Yeah, it really has.
Beast Within Gaming. I'm just watching your stream. Said, I do believe the word dialer message is fake, but the ARG is either made by Milo or Activision due to the high quality of the information received and the complexity or difficulty of the cipher. Well, if you think that it was made by Activision, then it's not fake. Then it would be real.
Fair point.
But another thing is, I feel like if it was fake, so I understand people saying that it's fake. The only thing that leads me to believe otherwise is that Activision is such a big company that if there's possible liability, or let's say, this ARG is going on and, someone's using it to be malicious and get into people's computers by downloading all these photos, I think that they would come out and say, hey, no, this is absolutely 100% not us. Don't listen to anything that's going on. This was community made. There would be some liability there, I feel like. Right. So That's what leads me to believe that it's not fake. Um, and especially with Kevin Drew not denying it and saying that kind of misleading people, I don't think that it's fake. But it's kind of odd that they don't give us the phone numbers that they use to dial her.
I agree, yeah.
So maybe it's possible that someone from Activision ended up leaking the information
Yep.
and they, don't want to get in trouble for leaking the information. It's just odd that 4 years later is when we're finally figuring this out or finally looking into it, which is probably Activision saying, come on guys, hurry up, you haven't figured it out yet, which Jason's kind of done stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly sure. It's not in the game.
I see. Okay, yeah. I mean, the message on the war dialer was photoshopped. Okay. That it's not
Yes.
in-game feature with the codes. Yeah. No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does look to be photoshopped, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Truth Lies website?
I have not. Wait. Are you talking about the one with the channels that you could switch with different videos as music played?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I was really hoping that something was gonna be in that website, but I don't think anyone's found anything else.
No.
But yeah. So for this war dialer or the logins, in the past, what people have done for Black Ops 1 is they just went through and they used the voice lines from the characters.
Mhm.
So like when they guessed Alex Mason's password and all of that stuff from the terminal, and like Kennedy's password, they, I think, went through a bunch of voice acting lines and then they just tried pretty much everything that the character said as a password and then they got in.
Really?
So maybe it's yeah. So like maybe for us to get in as Adler's account, we need to put in information that possibly Adler was saying. 'Cause like Adler was in Vietnam, so maybe his password has something to do with Vietnam. Or like Robert Oppenheimer's password in Black Ops 1 was having to do with the Trinity test, so maybe it's involving the Trinity test. Or the new test that's going on in the campaign. With the green light is the nuke that's being made in the campaign. So maybe it has to do with green light. But it definitely seems like not a whole lot of people are looking into it, which is kind of annoying.
Agreed.
Are you two mainly invested in the war dialer, or sorry, are you two mainly invested in the war dialer or also in the cipher? What do you mean, Beast?
What cipher are you referencing?
Are you talking about the one that Milo was looking into?
Oh, the website. Yeah, the website that was found on the Photoshop image of an error message in the war dialer. Because I don't want to say it. I am not invested in the Milo stuff personally. I don't think anything coming out of that is going to relate to the terminal in Cold War. And if it does, then I don't think I would have the ability to figure that out. So any of the ciphers going on with that, or the hints, or even I know that there was a thing about some church in a random country. The ARG, yeah. The ARG, I am not paying attention to. I don't know if I should be, but my focus more so is what have we missed by ignoring this terminal in Cold War over the last 4 years. So, that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, see, I didn't even know there was an email sent out on the 22nd. So, I honestly don't know.
So, with the email saying that it was going to be sent out on the 20th, I know what you're talking about, Beast. There was a message on the page saying, like, something like July 22nd at 1:15 p.m. Yeah, quote-unquote 1:15 p.m., 115. that there was going to be information that was going to be sent out. There was never any information that was sent out on the 22nd at 1:15 by anyone. So I don't know. And the website that was housing all of that information is no longer open to the public. If you go to that website that Milo was accessing, the website owner changed the permissions of the website. So we can't get back into the website to see if there's any new information anyway. And nothing was sent out via email either. So I think we're kind of at a dead end there. I know that the last cipher that was sent out, the one that kind of looks like an Instagram logo with all the dots and stuff, is being investigated by another YouTuber. You could look it up, but I think they just recently had like a PhD student that the sysadmin emails. Yeah, the sysadmin email sent emails. Yeah, I'm aware. It sent out emails leading to the logo that looked like it kind of looks like a Snapchat logo, a big square. There was a YouTuber that got a PhD mathematics student, or maybe a physics student involved, and they found a code to decipher it, but they haven't deciphered the whole thing yet. And they think that that's not the end of the cipher. They definitely think that there's going to be more. That was the 22nd of July. Yeah, it was the 22nd of July. But they haven't like finished the cipher yet. It is a fairly intricate cipher, and I definitely think it'll take a lot more time because, like I said, most of those code breakers that were assisting were kind of Milo's followers, and you know, Milo stopped streaming, so there wasn't as much interaction between the code breakers.
Gotcha.
So it kind of makes it hard. But, you know, if that guy was able to find, you know, yeah, you mean Mitch and Ace, right? Yeah, that's what that's what I'm talking about. If you know, we are kind of like all focused on the ARG, but we're not focused on going back and figuring out, you know, instead of trying to figure out the cipher, why don't we figure out if it's even real first by going through the numbers in the war dialer?
Right. And that's when I started doing the 60+ hour live streams, just letting it run based on Reddit posts I found in the past, giving ideas for different numbers. Because, like you said, if it is real, well, let's get that message.
Yeah, we'd get something.
Yeah. And after over 100 hours of streaming it, it wasn't recreated, so.
So, like, if the number is real, we should be getting something. And it just seems kind of odd that the guy on Reddit would just be like, oh yeah, I just randomly decided to dial numbers and get something, and not tell anyone in the community what the numbers were. And the funny thing is, on the right side, when you're doing war dialer, if it catches something, it puts the name, or it puts the number that it, you know, managed to dial on the right side of the screen.
Yep.
If you open War Dialer, it says on the right side, you know, numbers that actually got contacted is on the right side of the screen. So for the guy to say, you know, I don't know what it was, well, it would be right there on the right side of the screen once he finished dialing it.
And the other thing, too, is, they were random numbers. I let it run overnight. I don't remember what I put in. You don't, when you're dealing with something like that, you're not typing in random numbers. If you know enough,
make a note.
Yeah, if you know enough to know how to get to the war dialer and understand it, you know enough. Okay, I need a certain number to put in. You know what I mean? Like that's not, you didn't put in random numbers. You just didn't. I don't.
I've got a bunch of I've got a bunch of numbers that I've written down from trying to do in war dialer, and I've been going through just so I don't double cross myself. You know. When you're dealing with that large quantity of numbers, you don't want to go back and accidentally do the same thing since it takes so long. So, I don't believe it. That's why I think maybe it's actually someone from Activision that leaked that information. If it is real, it probably would have been leaked because no one. Let's be honest. Like not one person would spend enough time on every number. Entirely. Like, it's not going to be one person that goes through and finishes the entire thing unless they've been doing it for the past 4 years.
Right.
Yeah, he said, yeah, who just decides to put random numbers in overnight for jokes? So, yeah, usually it's planned. Like, last night I ran through and tried running numbers for, like, Massachusetts, Cambridge, Massachusetts, where that company, Infocom, was based out of, and I didn't get through all the numbers. I just decided to end it.
Yep.
But it just seems too odd that someone would have got something without having any recollection of the number whatsoever.
Right. Nope, I agree.
But I don't know. I definitely think that there's something we're missing in the terminal. Because there's accounts there, there's the mail option. Why put the mail option in if there's nothing to read? Wait, did we actually check to see if the OP has said anything since people looked into it? What do you... The OP... The system operator? Is that what you're talking about?
I think it means original poster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If you're talking about the original Reddit poster, I think deleted their account.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, I don't remember where I heard it or anything else like that, but people were talking about the legitimacy of this, and I guess according to them, and again, I don't recall where I heard this, there was something about I'll call it R-rated material from years ago on this Reddit account, and then when that got dug up, the account was deleted. Which
right. So I'm not sure if it's real or if the guy was just trying to bait for publicity.
Yeah.
It was... The account was deleted. So there's no going back and asking the guy, hey, what do you think you dialed? Because the account doesn't exist anymore. And the guy never reached back out saying, hey, I'm who made the account. So...
Right.
It's almost impossible for us to trace it back now since that account has been deleted, making it a lot more difficult for us to look into it.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about, Beast. Discovering the biggest Easter egg of all time and deletes his account. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right,
like,
exactly.
You're going to... Like, everyone claims that they've found something, but then once you don't show proof, everyone's just gonna laugh it off. Yeah,
right.
See, like, everyone's gonna laugh it off.
Right.
The same thing with Milo and all the other zombies YouTubers, where like the glitch and clean, she would be sent information all the time saying, someone would say, oh, I found the impossible Easter egg, and she would laugh on, like, stream, or Milo would laugh on stream, and he'd be like, yep, put it down in the comments and I'll look at later, because it's probably not actually it.
Yep.
And most of the time they provided no evidence whatsoever, and none of it could be recreated.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is if you want to prove that you solved the major Easter egg and wanted to take credit for it, you'd provide evidence that you actually figured it out.
Right.
Not just say, hey, here you go, and then dip. So, I have a hard time believing that the account was actually solved anything, per se.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. We definitely need to start with a more... we need to start with a specific number, I think, and then go from there as a community. Does Beast... I know you said you've been following up with, Ace's and Mitch's investigation into the Easter egg. Do they have, like, a spreadsheet going for the community as to what numbers they've dialed? Because I feel like we should be doing that as a community.
Yeah.
As each person should probably grab a area code and let it run and see what they've found. Because it doesn't make sense to put this large of a hunt into the game with no outcome.
Right, exactly. And I mean, like, I'm on War Dial right now. Use arrow keys to navigate, enter to connect to system, Q to quit. I mean, if the instructions at the bottom is telling you how to connect to a system, why would they I don't want to say it, but why would they program the game to have that text field in there saying enter to connect to a system if there's nothing to connect to?
Right.
You know what I mean? So
And then yeah, see, and then it says carrier detected list. If
Right.
it detected someone, it would put a log there saying that it actually found something.
Right.
So, that program, see, made by Master Freak, 1981, tried looking that up as well. Couldn't find anything about that.
Yep.
Like, basically any little thing in the game that I found that could possibly be relating to War Dialer, I've basically found nothing.
Yep.
So, it's just odd that someone would be able to randomly stumble upon it. Where, why are you just randomly putting in numbers?
Yep.
It's just odd. No one has been trying to use War Dialer except for one person. Who's been trying to use... Who else has been trying to use War Dialer? Like a famous YouTuber? Or...
Someone like me.
Yeah, or
yeah,
like
yeah.
us people that go unnoticed.
Yeah, that's a nicer way to put it.
Yes.
Uh,
Like, because I've been trying to, like, get in touch with people that are actually wanting to, like, bring light to War Dialer to say, hey, this is what we actually need to be spending time into. Instead of just going, like, hey, this may be accurate. Let's not prove if it's accurate. Let's just keep going with it. I definitely think we should prove it's legitimate first before we start, going down a rabbit hole that we may or may not believe that's real.
And all of this, the funniest part too is all this is not even talking about Infocom. I mean,
Right.
yeah, like everything we've been talking about, we haven't brought up yet since you joined the voice chat. Hey, related all the way back to War Games and him reaching out to a game company. Activision owns this old game company that no longer exists, and it's the same
Right.
exact system, a war dialing system. So it's like, ugh.
The connections are there, which is weird.
Yeah.
Because like with War Dialer and Touchtone and the, basically everything in the terminal is kind of relating back to that movie. But
Right.
I mean, we've seen instances where Treyarch puts movie references into video games.
Right.
Like sometimes companies will do, like if you've played Modern Warfare games, any of the Modern Warfare games, when you go around the map, you'll see teddy bears like lying around, and that's a connection to Treyarch zombies. And then like Treyarch has done connections in the game to like other things. So I'm assuming this is a connection to that movie, and it's an Easter egg that we need to solve. But
Right.
everyone's just kind of brushed off that idea.
Right.
But because the ARG's become a little,
I just
has
saw that.
become as little connection to anything, e.g., the websites being made active in the cipher almost has zero solutions, made people not do anything anymore. Yeah, so that's the problem with the cipher
Right.
and like the code breaking community is you want it to be complex, but not complex enough to the point in which people get aggravated and stop looking into it. So I definitely think if we don't keep track of what we've tried, then we're not getting anywhere. Because everyone's going to be chasing their tail, doing the exact same thing, going nowhere. So I think at this point it's either a matter of, when the game's going to be released, when the new Call of Duty is going to be released, or when Milo decides to come back, or we'll get more information.
Right.
So I don't want to say I don't have faith in the code breaking community right now, but with how few people there are, it doesn't give me as much hope as I want.
Yeah, and I mean that's the other thing too is full transparency, I've never been a big guy when it comes to the idea of community. Like I've always been the guy who sits on the sidelines, does my own thing, doesn't interact with people online, plays multiplayer single player games with my friends, and then I'll just make videos whenever I want. So I don't have the experience with going up and saying on like Reddit, for example, or Twitter. I don't even have a Twitter or anything like that, and saying, "Oh, I'm doing this, or I found this, or I found that." Um,
Hmm.
and it's like now that I'm trying to figure this out because it's something I'm passionate about, something I care about. It's like, okay, so what information has been made online, and because there's probably
And there's
either
nothing.
because there's like probably a lot of people like me, or there's just nobody either like me or not like me. There's no information online because people don't who do look into it are probably doing what I do, which is not interacting online, and people who don't look into it don't look into it. So it's like, okay, I'm understanding now why people care about community, because it helps. It helps the individual. But yeah, it's just like I don't know. It's tough. It really is. We brute forced a cipher in the email given now and got a decently logical sentence, but it led to nowhere, which we all assume means either the ARG is dead or it's the wrong solution. But a reason to believe it isn't dead is because Milo hasn't said anything yet, or we haven't heard anything that makes us believe we haven't solved it, but nothing else gets close to an answer. And that's the other thing too, is like, okay, so we have all this focus on the ARG. If we had even a fraction of that focus on this terminal, I I would love to know what would be found that we never found when the game was at height of popularity. I mean, I I don't want to say that there's a lot in this terminal that we haven't found yet, but this is a pretty complex thing to put into the game that we've found very little about. You know? I don't know. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Beast. You trying to help is more than we could ask for. Currently, there are like only 5 people working on the OG stuff. Yeah, right. So oh, there it is. So it's trying to build an apartment. It's like trying to build an apartment complex by yourself. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's tough. It's tough, man. One day we're gonna get somewhere with this. One day. Just gotta keep pushing. One of my problems is I don't know computers like I used to. I I'm looking at different commands, And I don't even know where to start with a lot of these is the issue. Alright. Alright, Beast. Hey, thanks for everything, man. Appreciate it. You enjoy dinner. Oh. What did you send me, Jake? What is this? Oh, thank you. Now this is nice. Oh man. Oh, it's even got like it's even got lines to help. Alright, another one. Bin, dev, public, user, temp. Nope. Wait. Probably did that wrong, but that's fine. Just another way to clear the screen, basically. Nope. Top 50 Linux commands you must know. Okay. If I had to guess, some of these may not work, which is fine. Found a collection of 3-ring binders included in the shipped materials. So where could the shipped materials be? I mean, it could definitely be in the game files. That would actually be pretty funny. Actually, it probably is in the game files, because reading this... Full 34 volume set of technical manuals. 34 volumes. Now, it could just be a number they threw in there to make it sound more whatever, but... I also wish I had the ability to, like, fly around here. No clip. There's another terminal right here, and a monitor, it looks. Hmm. Let me pull up. It's not going to be there. Oh! Hey! 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 Found a number online. It's probably nothing. Alright. It's probably nothing, but I will give this a shot. Six 576-3190. Okay, but I found a number. I found an official Infocom number. That's a start. It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. Albeit this is 1988, so a little later than 81 when this computer is supposed to take place. Zork manual. Oh, I didn't mean to. Okay. Nope, wrong one. Oh. Well, that's interesting. That is interesting. I mean, probably unintended, but...
Hello.
Hello. We are streaming, be aware.
Oh. I was wondering what you guys are doing.
We are looking at an unsolved Easter egg in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. With a terminal.
Okay.
Yeah. We're using a terminal to look at different types of commands that can be used to... yeah. To do stuff.
Oh, is that what all the chat or all the stuff was in the chat?
Yes.
Chatting.
Yes. But that's all.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm
Good.
about to go eat.
Nice. What's for dinner?
I think it was stuffed mushrooms. So like mushrooms with meat, cheese, and then green beans. And I think something else, I forgot.
Gotcha. Nice.
Yeah, my mom wanted to do something healthy today.
Hey, that's never a bad thing.
Yeah.
Well, I hope
There's a
that...
lot you could...
Huh?
There's a lot you can do on the computer, huh?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. A lot.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go.
Okay. Have a good time.
Yeah. You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. Thank you, Jake. You have a great night. Thanks for everything. I really appreciate the help. And yeah, I hope to talk soon. But hey, don't lose momentum, man. Keep going. And you have a nice night. Thank you again for everything. Pleasure to meet you. Let me do this then. Hmm. right back to him when he's watching. I apologize for being gone for 5 minutes.
It's about time. Been waiting for your call.
They caused a hell of a mess in Moscow. Was it worth it?
Adler managed to get